We are back once again. The Knights of the Black Table.
Oh my God, bro! How many times are you gonna start?
Are we? There's nothing wrong with
bro, it's Knights at the Black Table, bro.
Oh no! There's nothing wrong with
bro. When it goes pop at the beginning of the show, it's gonna say Knights at the Black Table.
No, it's gonna say Knights of the Black Table.
Wow, bro. Whatever.
Every time.
I'm not even getting.
You know what? You need to sit.
I'm
you
not.
Need to pour yourself
I
a cup.
do. I do need to sit.
All right.
But there are other things going on. So you are gonna introduce these guys this time because I'm not.
Yeah, you need something to drink. So I got family here tonight. I got Ezekiel 38. I got Mr. Davis.
Dirty Tail.
Triple D.
Hey, nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. How's your vacation? Everything was lovely. It was mine too. Mine too.
For sure.
A lot of playing on the sand with the kids. Got to love the kids.
Gotta love the kids.
I don't go.
Trick that.
You were in Mexico? I was saying
It's in Mexico.
I was saying like
Cancun.
wanted to jump into like fucking gun violence. Like, what about gun violence? Like, there's so many avenues of gun violence we can talk about. That, like,
No, what is your opinion on really black and black crime and gun violence? Because to me, I feel in our community, we just perpetuate this over and over again, and no matter how many people or big figures or important people end up getting put into the situation.
I feel like on some real shit. Like I was having this actual same conversation earlier today with the guy who's passed out in the press right now. He's a young age, he's younger than me, but like with the whole Nipsey Hussle and like the way the history is repeating itself within our culture, within hip hop culture. Not necessarily black culture, but like on top of that, yes, black culture and fucking so many things within North America where it's like, what the fuck did we like? I mean, we were kind of forced to listen to Biggie by our geographical location, right? Growing up, it was just like who you side with, the East Coast, West Coast shit. And I thought that, like in hindsight, looking at that beef and looking at geography of our culture being like beef between two spaces that don't really intermingle so much and only intermingle on the mainstream stage, or people who are fortunate enough to get out of their fucking communities and go to the other side of the fucking country and see that shit. Like, there's very few people who listen to that music, right? Like, a lot of us were like fucking just fed this propaganda in some ways, and then like I didn't listen to Pac just because I grew up with a bunch of New York guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, oh, it's Biggie. When God put me on the Biggie, I was just like, that's it. Like, and then if someone want to fuck with Biggie, it was just like, no, that's not.
No, but I feel that
really real. But like at the same time, hold on, let me finish. At the same time, in hindsight, now that I'm older and I look at our fucking hip hop culture and I look at the things that have come from all that shit, we really missed out on Pac. Like we slept. Like we just,
no, not really, because I look at it as
I did, because you're younger than us a little bit though. Like,
yeah, but look at the hip hop culture and what the hip hop culture brought to us, because we
had to take sides. Like, why? Why do we have to take sides?
Yeah, but you gotta look at the hip hop culture at the time. Like, we glorified the gangster, the hood life.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being in Brooklyn and watching dudes watching the Untouchables on a, like, just that whole consciousness of watching that Italian mafioso life and wanting to be about that life, and it glorified the glory days of, you know what I mean, the Valentine Day massacres and the seriousness of all of that, of being that, you know, kingpin. I want to be Al Capone. I want to be the king. I want to be the king of Chicago. I want to be the king of New York. I want to be king anywhere and be able to have power and fear and money and women and power. And that, where you look at a lot of artists, you know what I mean, money, power, respect. That song, that's what you woke up in the morning and be like, that's what I want. I ate that for breakfast. I ate that for dinner. I ate that for lunch. You know, and that shit perpetuated to where we are now, where you were saying these dudes are coming like nitty bitches because they don't want to use their hands. They just want to go straight to a tool and pop, pop, pop.
What you got to say?
I see why we have the Me Too movement. That's what I see, because a lot of men are moving like a lot of men are moving like ladies. That's what they do.
All right, I'm gonna say a couple things. Wait, stop.
Hold up. It's my turn. Hold up.
Let me say a couple things. First, I am a little younger, okay? And as far as, what was I, 10? I was 10 when Tupac died. My aunt put me on him, like, Dear Mom was the first track I heard from Tupac. She put me on him at a young age. She was like, these are the artists you need to listen to. And Biggie, she put me on Biggie too, don't get it twisted. She loves them both, but Tupac's her heart. It is what it is, right?
Right.
For me, listening to those lyrics, listening to his lyrics, and I like Biggie. Biggie got flow, he got them nice tracks, bumpy tracks, and some hood shit. But Pac got tracks that are on some hood shit, but on some real, like you really feel the record in your soul when you're listening to this
I
guy.
felt that way with
I
Biggie.
used to too.
Like,
I felt Biggie all the way through. Like, it got me up in the morning.
now, as far as violence and gun violence is concerned, I mean, I've been in a lot of different hoods in different cities and seen what type of shit goes on there. Out here, I think gun violence has escalated in the last few years, and I can't exactly
Escalated
explain
everywhere
why.
in the world in the last few years. And that's speaking of gun violence, like I've seen gun violence too, bro. Like in mad different countries, and like I don't know. I was just thinking about this earlier. Like one apartment that I moved into in Chicago, at one point was like when I was moving into my DJ's crib. The dude who lived in the next apartment over in the same building was out on the stoop with his refrigerator, bitching at the police about fucking how his refrigerator caught 3 bullets and who's gonna pay for his new fridge. And it was like, wait, what? Like, how did your fridge get shot? Like, as I'm moving into this spot, he's like, I was like, where was your fridge when your fridge got shot? In my kitchen. What do you think? Like, in your kitchen. Like, holy shit, so these bullets came through the walls. He's like, yeah, and 3 of them landed in the fucking kitchen. Like, and like, you know, multiple different people that I know who live in different places in mostly America, mostly Chicago, like would tell me stories about like, you know, the girl 3 doors down, fucking 6 years old, going to sleep, had no fucking idea of life, caught a fucking stray one through her bedroom window when she
Over stupid situations.
Right.
But me and you get into the exact same conversation, and great that we can pick it up off the internet and discuss it. But I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of having disagreements turn to murder.
No, you're right.
So what- okay.
100% right.
Just like, I just
Same
want to say some. I want to say some shit.
Super tight. We both lost friends and family members in the same passion.
Yeah, I've lost.
You know what?
I've lost a lot of people.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and it could happen to anybody.
Look, I've lost a lot
Right?
of people.
And it could have happened to anybody. There was a situation one night
It doesn't,
where I was with,
have to though.
and it doesn't happen, and sometimes it doesn't, right?
It doesn't have
Like-
to.
For instance, there was a night where I was with my girlfriend, who is now my wife.
Yeah.
Right? And we were partying for her birthday. We were downtown Hamilton. We was partying up, and me and Gar were wilding out, doing our thing that we usually do. And I got approached by a guy who was dating my ex-girlfriend. And there was like techno music and stuff going on. So that's when really we all, was it 77? That's usually when we play a techno music. That's usually when we just kind of take an intermission. There's no dancing or anything. Like, go have your cigarette, get your drink, use the bathroom, whatever. All of a sudden, he was like, not going to mention homegirl's name, but he was like, yo, I heard you fucking so-and-so. And I was like, I ain't fucking so-and-so. You are. Got nothing to do with me, boy.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, ain't going back. It's you and this one. And he's like, yo, I don't believe you. And I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you, man. You go have yourself a merry good fucking day.
Yeah.
So it was literally that nice and that rude. Don't care what you really believe. Go fuck yourself and have a good fucking day. Remember, I was with her and you were fucking her.
Who?
The girl, right?
Talking about the story.
I was with her and the homeboy was fucking her. At this point, I was training for
I don't
football.
think we ever.
Yeah, I was training for football in the States.
No,
Right?
where you going, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that never happened?
No, not like that. Not like that. I was training for football in the States and I came back. And while I was gone, this whole stuff was going down, right?
At a time.
Sorry.
And this stuff escalated a few months later in the club. And when I said, I don't really care what you got to say, I told you I'm not fucking her, go on about your business. You can fuck off. He took it personal. He pulls out his strap in the club. I'm literally like you to me. And I'm, as Garcia would put it, I'm the nicest guy when I'm out having fun, I'm drinking. I'm partying with everybody, I'm lovey-dovey, and I'll give you my shirt. Right?
Same way.
But when he pulled gun on me, I went Hulk. I went green. And all of a sudden that Beanie Man song came on, pun bed, pun floor, against wall, and all of a sudden people came flushing from outside, and the place went fucking nuts. Right? The place went nuts. People came flying in outside, threw their cigarette, came in, and all of a sudden, him and I got mixed into the crowd. I'm looking for him. I'm telling Garcia, like, straight up, I'm about to take this gun and put every clip in his face.
Yeah.
Gar's like, yo, me and you go ahead. Not you and me. Right now, you can fuck off too, right? And there's a point in time where, even with Garcia, you're just joking.
Yeah.
I wasn't joking this night.
I feel you.
Stay the hell out of this. At this point, I was ready for World War III. What happens, happens. Either he was getting it or I was getting it. My mind was made up. Is it that stupid shit? Probably. But you put a gun on me,
To be young.
I'm thinking, you know what? You plan on using it. I'm going to give you the chance to use it because I'm coming for you.
Yo, can I ask you a
And if you
question?
have it on you, and I get it,
Can I ask you a
I'm
question?
going to use it. I'm going to show you how it's used. I'm going to rinse your whole face with it.
Yeah.
I was about ready to do 55 years for this money and shit. Didn't care.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I haven't got much to say. I wanna say some
I
things.
never heard this story.
How old were you when this happened?
22.
24.
No.
How old are you
This
right
is
now?
Before that.
We were Jen.
Oh, so 24.
How old are you right now?
Man, why you mind your business? What I got to do with it?
I'm just trying to
38.
say the basics.
38.
So, if you were in that same situation right now, how would you react?
Not sure, to tell you the truth. Because a lot of things changed. At the time,
Of
it
course,
was
things
living-
changed. That's
right?
why I'm asking you. How do you think you would?
I'm not
react
sure.
Right now?
I'm not sure. Because at the time, there's a gun in your face, right? So when there's a gun in your face, this is real.
Of course.
So it's different than hypothetically speaking it. What would I do now if it was a gun in my face? I'm not sure.
Violence comes. See, you guys are talking about isolated situations.
Violence breeds violence.
Hold up, man. Y'all are talking about isolated situations. Y'all are talking about personal things that you guys have seen and stuff like that. I could talk about a personal thing, but it's violence in a total different way.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Hold up. So, I'm in a house, hanging out with some of my cousins.
Yeah.
And we're just chilling, and a couple of my cousins do some dirt. It is what it is. Rest in peace to the ones that ain't here no more. Nonetheless, they do what they do. So I'm hanging out at this house, and like I'm 22, some shit like that. 21, 22.
Yeah.
I have a son. I think Quinton's like 2 years old at the time, maybe 1 or 2. And I'm one of those guys that has the rare situation where I can do what I want, and my baby mother like only gets mad later, so it's not a big deal. Okay, and I'm chilling at this house, and SWAT team busts in the door. Busting the door. I'm sitting there playing PS2, bro. This is how like just normal what we're doing is. Like we just finished smoking the blunt. I think I
You
was
just-
I was still smoking the blunt.
Need it back. Go ahead. do
And
that.
these guys bust in with their freaking guns in everybody's face. Everybody get on the floor, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Nobody gets arrested. Nothing happens because there's nothing there. I don't know what they did with their shit. It's none of my business. I don't really care. I'm just saying that situation could have gone a total different way. No matter who it is or what it is. A gun in your face is a gun in your face. And I guess I get that. But like, that's not an excuse on either side to decide that like, violence is the best way to go about dealing. We just said 5 minutes ago, hip hop was dead in 2003.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Hip
it
hop
was
in a sense, yes.
It was redundant.
In
in
a
a sense.
sense,
I can
yes.
agree. We had a few
Hip
dark
hop-
nights. We had a few dark nights.
Hip hop is
And,
dead.
Yo, here's
Was
here's
it meaning,
Yo,
right?
straight up, straight
Because
up,
it was
straight up.
redundant.
Hip hop is
It
hip
was
hop is
so
dead in the sense of what we
I'm
listen
gonna
to.
say the guys, the only the top
I don't
five,
agree- I don't
top
agree with
five
any of that.
artists who brought us from the end of the '90s into like the fucking new era and the Renaissance. Top 5 artists who hung in there and fucking stayed in fucking dark nights. To me,
Top 5.
top five,
Top 5.
top 5.
You Busta, Jada, fucking who else?
We're gonna have 10.
Nas,
We're gonna have 10.
Jay-Z.
We're gonna have 10 together. Because
You couldn't even say just 5.
I'm gonna say fucking Black Thought. I'm gonna say fucking
You can't-
Kanye, Common. Fucking, I'm gonna say
From what year?
99 to 2004. The only fucking like real hip hop fucking albums that I
That's-
could buy.
But that's your opinion.
Dilla saved me from so much shit.
But that's your opinion.
Dilla. Wu-Tang was already fucking. Wu-Tang was
No.
already like they were on some like.
That last album came out in 2001.
Wu-Tang cut like Ghostface dropped some albums.
Yep.
Ghostface dropped some albums for sure. Like Pretty Tony came out in that time, so I'm gonna say Ghostface is up there lyrics wise and fucking like from that era.
There's
So this is your
Artist.
opinion.
Look,
Look,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
we're getting off
Do it.
base. We're getting off base. We're
Common
getting off base.
fucking
Okay, let's bring it back.
Because like
Let's bring it back.
dude.
we're
That
sitting
shit
here,
was dark.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Because if we get back into it, it's gonna take too long to get off.
Nah, but
Shit was dark.
see, you gotta understand that for us.
It's
We
sad,
grew up in
it's sad
that
to
time.
say in a nutshell. It's sad to say
Nah, but
you're
you
gonna have
remember
to
watching BET at night?
learn to adapt in the sense
Yeah,
that
But BET at night, it
violence
was ridiculous
aggression
music. It was
is in
literally,
black people.
it was all about sex.
I watched some of the greatest juvenile videos.
You know what I'm saying?
I got to see Nelly's fucking video at night. Wow, that was the greatest shit ever.
But it got saturated.
You say whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, was it the credit card? Yo, uncut. You're uncut. Remember White Girls?
Oh,
Girls, she don't blow my mind. White Girls is a phenomenon. You used to remember that? And that's what I'm talking about. Hip hop got to a saturated point.
that was the first time I saw T.I. Uncut.
We gotta keep it down though. We gotta keep
But-
we gotta try to keep
Hip hop got to a point where it was so saturated on the same jargon.
What's next on the agenda?
Okay,
Violence
I'm
is
not.
violence.
I'm not gonna say that hip hop
I
didn't
agree.
get stuck on the same that same perpetuating bullshit. And yeah, some of it is there now. But I hear artists like y'all would say like lyricism is lyricism to you, and I see lyricism in a different way. There's things that I like to hear when I hear somebody spit. There's things that and like as I've gotten older and I listen to artists, there's certain things I want to hear you say on certain records. I don't like everybody's record. I don't like every record. Kendrick is one of those very rare individuals who I don't even really like his flow. I don't even like his flow that much, but he's so sick with it. Like the wordplay is so sick with it that I can't even take it. I can't even take anything with it.
Reminds me of like what Eazy-E would have been. If he,
Nah,
No.
like there's
nah,
there's like so much compliment.
no.
But like if Eazy-E was like
That's LA Cats. LA Cats could be.
Well, like I say, everybody has their own,
Easy
their own
has
problem with it.
a
They're not
fucking-
necessarily saying you're wrong. I mean, for
Don't
instance, I hear
like don't get me wrong. I don't
He
think
ha-
he's
he
like-
They're
had
making
that
fun of me for
fucking,
Lloyd Banks, but like
what do you call it?
I came up in
Andrew
an
Dice
era.
Clay kind of fucking raps.
Who?
I came up in
Easy.
an era where everybody was
Yeah.
literally battle rap.
Kendrick doesn't have
Like everybody
No,
was
but
dissing everybody.
Easy.
Like when I was 14, 15, I was 14, 15 years old, and Jay-Z and Nas were
Cube was
battling
writing
each
most
other.
of his shit, and Ren was writing most
Hold
of
on,
his shit.
because they're
So like when Cube and Ren were writing for Easy, it was like Cube and Ren, but like Easy.
that's what happened with Jameson around
his
tables.
demeanor-
Yeah, I know, man.
I
I'm
like
taking
that,
away just now, man.
That one's
It's really crazy.
That's why I was sticking with the Pepsi because they got to drive home.
No, it's well,
what's it called? I know.
some people handle it not the same.
What's it?
This is true.
Yeah, Big Kunta.
I take everything in
That shit.
Moderation.
Just crept walking.
well in stride.
just
Even
compliment
if I am getting wavy,
and
like
just-
I haven't
But
said
that's-
anything. I've let
that's
everybody
in the
talk
flow.
this time. I
Yeah,
barely
it's
said a
super
word.
hard. It's super hard.
I just started getting licks.
Super
Like, I've been doing this live here for like 30 minutes almost now,
I
man.
met this one kid, I forget his name, but like I was at the
So what's next on the agenda? Because there's literally no end to it. It's just
Well, no,
Everybody
we
has
could,
an opinion.
we could be sitting here, and that's what I'm saying.
And nobody's
right?
opinion
It's
is
like-
wrong.
Like, was doing
Like I said, I came up in an era of battle rappers. So when I hear guys spit, like I want to hear some fucking in your face type bars, like bars, bro. And like people say, oh, this guy's got this and this guy's got that. Not everybody got bars like that. I like the rappers that I like because they be spitting the way that I want to hear them. I used to really love Busta Rhymes, but I don't. I'm not like.
He's not the same anymore.
It's not even just that he's not the same. Like
yeah.
the music has changed. Like
It's cool if I
bro, Chris Brown can rap.
Yeah.
And he got bars.
Starts talking, I'm like, where you from? He's like, Compton. I mean, dude, this
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
made it like he was from Compton. Like, it was just
Like Rihanna can rap,
insane.
and sometimes when she wants to, she got
And I
bars.
see that in Kendrick. Like,
It's messed up. This is the world
Is
we
it-
live in.
Is it written? Is it ghost written?
Whether it is or it isn't, it doesn't matter.
Compton's
It
got
does
his
matter.
fucking-
Because
Does it at this point? No,
Well,
it
It's
doesn't.
hard.
It doesn't.
Well,
Drake's the biggest rapper out there. Whether he writes all his rhymes or he doesn't, bro. You have to acknowledge all that shit
He's
too.
still a big artist, but the thing about it is
Delivery and presence and all of that
He's the
stuff
biggest
matters.
artist out there, period.
No, but
He's not just-
Not everybody's gonna rhyme a Drake rhyme the
there's
way
so
that
many
Drake rhymes
big
a rhyme.
artists.
That matters.
No, but hold up. No, but the thing about it is
but is it
that-
authentic? Is it his?
no, but hip hop is changing.
If he had something to do
No,
with
but
the
he's
process of
altering-
making the rhymes come up,
Drake is altering
his.
hip hop. Everybody's altering hip hop. Hip hop is not what it was. The rules have
things are
completely
supposed
changed.
to evolve,
Yeah.
bro.
But
But it's not evolving.
as they change,
It's
What
not
do you mean it's
evolving.
not evolving?
When people go into diss mode, you're gonna diss me. You are to retaliate back. You are to come back with a rebuttal. And
Yeah,
you're to
dudes
carry
don't
on.
do that in this day and age.
But that's my point.
Well,
and that's the thing.
practice is
Okay, but
practice
wouldn't
is
you-
great. Practice is good.
Wouldn't you
Because
think?
practice can teach you a lot of things, including spitting bullshit.
Okay.
You can tell somebody something that, okay, well, this dude's got bars. Well, Garcia wrote it, or Nick wrote it, and I just practiced it and practiced it and practiced it until I mastered it. Oh, he's sick. And I do this for some guys I play hockey with.
Mhm.
I just start shooting, we go up north and we go fuck around.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, I'm writing Nick stuff.
are you? Did he write it for you?
Guess what? They don't fucking know, do they?
Did he write it for
They-
you?
well, they don't know.
Hypothetical.
Peace, as you call it, stop.
The peace stop as it transcended. And as it
I would say with
transcended,
cocaine.
it
I would
got
say
lost.
no. I would say with cocaine.
No.
Yeah.
Because it changed on so many different
I would
levels.
say with Reagan and cocaine.
Because it changed. Because people change with the time.
Reagan,
People
cocaine,
change with the time.
sheepskin furs, Mercedes Benz, gold watches,
Yeah.
and motherfucking
Yeah.
Slick Rick and
I'm
fucking
with Nick on that one.
Harlem.
Because
Because it was the things that
It was
you just
flashy
didn't, it's just things you didn't
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
because broke people were like, yo, I'm trying to show you what it is.
Mhm.
I'm from the fucking hood, so I'm fucking living my life and I'm doing what I gotta do.
It
Dude,
was when
people were dying over house parties. People had to come together. People were like, yo, all these different crews from every different
I
street
would say that,
came together and said, we're gonna party together. We're gonna have peace tonight because this is the party. But you see, come tomorrow, hopefully we can have that peace. And tomorrow would come and the peace would stop and people would go back into the wars. The wars that were going on in Brooklyn spread out. Look at it like this, where everybody goes, I'm a gangster everywhere. Snoop changed that. Snoop made everybody. For Shizzle My Nizzle went everywhere and changed the whole game. Everybody was a gangster in fucking the South, Midwest, East Coast, West Coast, Canada, fucking Jamaica, fucking Germany. Everybody became a fucking gangster. As long as you believe in the idea of what gangster is, you are what that is. And that is the bullshit
I don't know,
of the
man.
progression.
you can't blame it on
I
us.
think
Snoop.
there- I think
You
there's
can't blame it on
I
us.
can
There's a
because
difference,
I can exchange how many times we always give the baton to somebody
Yo.
else.
Let's.
You don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop. Like, we gotta stop.
Okay. You guys want to go last call somewhere?
No, we don't gotta stop that. I don't want to stop the conversation. I just.
We'll change up the conversation. What else
Yeah,
you got? What else you want to bring to the
Okay.
table?
Yeah.
We went from gun violence to hip hop to
You guys want to talk about
Elements.
embarrassing shit now?
You want to what?
You want to talk about embarrassing shit now?
Oh man, end on that. That was the show's my start over here.
Embarrassing
I
shit.
got one. You know, I think you might know this.
You gotta sit down in front of the camera.
I will, man. I'm just gonna piss. Have another beer.
You look like you want to say something. Say it.
Who? Comic books are awesome.
They are.
All the covers, all the different art.
I can't believe that's what's tripping me out about you right now, bro. I'm actually like, wow.
Whatever, man.
No,
It's
no,
not the same
seriously,
shit.
like, I think you would geek out on it though. Like, I think
not
it would be
the
like
same
once you
It's not
like.
the same shit.
It is
For
the same
me,
shit.
no, it's not the same shit. You're talking
Cider,
about
bro.
no. That's not nobody else.
No,
Don't touch that.
beer in the fucking.
That's my shit. That's Sunday shit. Nobody touch that shit. That's my shit.
Sparkling
I
wine.
apologize.
Yeah. Sunday shit. It's my shit. Nobody touch that shit. I don't know how many times I have to say that shit, but I'm gonna say that shit. It's my shit. Don't touch that shit.
You know you're saving it for the lady.
I am. I don't have no shame to say that shit either. I don't give a fuck. But
I think this is the best podcast yet.
I am. And it's not the best podcast yet. I got cussed out like 3 times. What the fuck you talking about?
Ain't nobody cuss you out.
You know what? I am done with you already. Alright? I am done.
I'm debated with you. I ain't cuss you out.
I am done with you tonight.
Not do that in your own home.
I told you, Greg Davis, ain't gonna be a conversation.
No, I don't give a fuck. Now we're gonna talk about embarrassing shit. And I don't got that much shit, so I don't mind keeping my mouth shut while I listen to you, my dumb motherfucker.
That's okay.
Talk about
That's
all
all
that
right.
dumb shit
That's
that you
all right.
doing. Because I didn't
That's
do no
all right.
dumb shit. You know why? I was too busy making motherfucking money when I was a kid. That's what I was doing. Making money.
I made money.
What were you dumb motherfuckers
I made
doing?
a lot of
All
money.
that crazy shit.
I was running hills.
Shit, my life just went out. I'll make pass me my card, please. Yo, you gotta pull up. You gotta pull up the. Can you pull up the handle, please?
Go ahead.
In the bathroom, you gotta pull up the handle. I told you, you gotta pull up the handle. But soon just keep running like that.
I've been making money since I was a power kid. Power. How many motherfuckers got free weed? Remember the time I got free weed?
Yeah, I did.
Shit.
It was epic.
It was good weed.
It was epic.
Free weed. Got that shit.
You
Yeah,
did. It was a good time. It was a really good time.
Okay, well, I think I lost my live stream, but that's whatever. I don't even care right now. Because this, oh, there it is. Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, embarrassing things. Because I want to hear this shit. I think it's funny when people are real about their shit.
Okay.
We can talk about women. You touched on the Me Too movement just a little bit there for a second. I don't want to totally get into that per se.
The note.
What do you mean then don't? Don't
But
tell
don't
me
bring
what
it up.
to do.
Go,
Don't tell me what to do on
you
my
want-
show.
you want
This
to
is
do
my
my-
show. I do what I want.
You don't want
It's my show.
You
I
don't
be
want
doing what I want on my show.
Don't get into it.
What?
Why bring it
No,
up?
but it's my show.
Why bring it up?
I can talk about what I want.
You want to talk about not bringing something up?
You're gonna get
That's
into this
bringing
shit.
it up. Isn't it?
This
You're going to talk about not bringing something up. Is bringing
You're
it
gonna
up.
be this person to me too now. You're gonna start doing this shit with me too.
You know what?
We're gonna go back and forth. Be talking real fast and shit.
No, I'm just going to listen.
That's so disrespectful. Don't do that to me. You're supposed to be arguing with me back and
Okay,
forth.
what would you
That's
like to
what you're supposed to
know?
do.
What would you like to know? You want to know embarrassing moments? Is that what you want to talk about?
Embarrassing.
See, do it right now. Do it right now. You want to talk about?
No, I can come.
I ain't ashamed of my embarrassing
You're
moments.
not
Do it
giving
again,
me a
too.
chance to try and come up with something to say.
Okay.
Motherfucker. Give me a second. I'm trying to come up with something to say. Just give me a second.
Seconds.
God damn.
Seconds.
God
Seconds.
damn.
Minutes.
Well, I don't give a fuck if it turns into 10 minutes. It could be an hour. I need time. I'm trying to come up with something.
Well, I'll give you an embarrassing moment. Which wasn't that a moment. It wasn't that embarrassing to me because I was all about it.
No! I don't want,
It's gonna be
no!
hilarious. Garcia, what are you talking about?
Well, this is true.
Yeah. So
He's embarrassed about it. I'm
there's,
just dying to know.
I called her St. Catherine's because
Oh, remember.
I like giving girls names and shit.
How you doing?
So she invited me
St.
to
Catherine's.
one of her friends'
Wow.
weddings. And I said to her, I go, yo, when we get back to your house, it's on and popping. Buddy, I got the whole fucking like the whole wedding fucking mash up. I set this party on fire. I'm like, yo, we're drinking all kinds of different shots and shit. People are fucking just like wrecked. Come the next day. I swear to God, my dick looked at me and went, nighty night.
some like Chappelle Tron, like it's down for the night, down for the count.
I think the only time that motherfucking
So I started fucking around with her in the bed. I'm like, okay, maybe if the lights are off, we can maybe fucking try to do something. So then I'm like, fuck this. I just told her straight. I said, yo, you might as well put on your fucking clothes. Ain't nothing happening. I ain't doing shit. Are you serious? Did it sound like I was joking? I don't know why I speak. People think it's a joke. I'll show you how serious I am. Closed my eyes and I was out. Somewhere in this night, she decides she's gonna mount me. So she jumps on top of me and I, like, what was that? Now this person's on me and I'm trapped. Because at the time I must have been about 188. Like I got a lot of weight now, right? But I was about 188. This chick was about 235. This was like Ray Lewis on top of me. And I felt like, oh my fucking God.
Are you about to tell me that you got raped?
No, I didn't get raped. I didn't get raped, but I learned some good UFC techniques that night. First, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then she's not wearing no bra, no shirt, no nothing. And then she decides she's gonna put her tits on my face. So then I said, "Well, when it hit my face, the first thought I had was, you might as well stick your tongue out." So I started licking some nipples. And then I went, okay, now this is starting to get nasty because now the slobber from my tongue is now starting to go all over my fucking face. And I'm like, no, this doesn't feel right. This is disgusting. This isn't right. So not only do I got slobber on my face, I got these double E's on my fucking face. Now it feels like somebody's suffocating me because she can't get, quote, like, I'm done. It's starting to get hot.
Yeah.
I roll her fucking off, and I was like, we're done.
I'll change it up. Because I want to hear the rest of this.
I'm like, yo,
You
we're
guys
done.
You guys want to go to Mine's, play Domino's with Reggie?
I don't know.
What time you got?
2 o'clock.
You'd be able to give me a ride home?
Up to you guys.
Huh?
Up to you guys.
Go
So you guys
we
make
go
a
to Mine's,
decision.
we can play Domino's with cars, or fucking drink some more beers, fuck smoke some weed, chill, keep going. But I gotta go home in the next, like, 10 minutes. Because people are coming over to my house.
Ah, so I didn't
Of
know.
course, people are coming over to your house.
So it does. I was like, I'm going to the Zeus podcast for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get back up with the cats. And this motherfucker needs to go home. You've been here the whole time.
Yeah, I forgot about him,
Yeah,
man.
for real.
I keep looking over.
Nobody forgot about
I keep looking
He
over
lives
and I'm like,
downstairs from me, and he's like, he's young, and he's like, call me
That
back.
nigga's
And we were
dead.
walking here. He's like,
that nigga's dead. He's dead
No,
on my
he's
couch.
breathing, but he is an REM.
Oh, he's out.
He's asleep right
I
now.
gotta take him home.
KO, dog.
It's so hot in here, in his mind, he thinks he's in Barbados. Right now.
It is on you.
He's Barbados on the beach.